different vibe. It's a different energy. First of all, we wouldn't be walking like this. Because the racial disparities, right? Like, we definitely wouldn't be spending a lap together. So, yeah, it's, man, yeah, prison's not what it was. That's a good thing for everything. Everybody comes to your house and learn.
I'm gonna have approximately 150 days or so until I will be actually established an actual release date and allowed to go home to my family for the first time in almost 28 years.
When I ended up here, behind these walls, guess who showed up? Not my boys from the streets, not the people I was trying to impress. It was my family. The ones I had took for granted. They were the ones who still cared, still stood by me, even after all the mistakes I continually made.
I have so many limited experiences, not just, outside in the free world, but I'm just saying normal interactions as opposed to prison interactions. And for so long, a lot of it has been just tainted with a lot of the environment, and we're kind of dictated to, and then that causes us to, take things personal, and then it's like our perceptions of things are skewed. And I have been undoing that for quite some time. And it's empathy in action, for one, that has brought me to a place where I can express to you disappointment, sadness, and concern, and relate to you in all the empathetic ways and still be comfortable and confident in not just my masculinity, but my position in place. And understanding that place, understanding your position and how you fit in the world is huge. I've been a facilitator 3 times now. Sitting here and you hear some of the stories and it actually touches you and you can relate to it, but people are apprehensive. They're reserved in a lot of their willingness to discuss until they see that you're receptive to it. I'm not judging you just because you're sharing something with me. I'm going to help you understand it. I see that people don't perceive me as a monster. They see me as someone who made a mistake at a very young age and made several mistakes along the way, but there's more value in overcoming those mistakes and giving back. We are all so much more alike than we are different. Being able to understand that puts us in a more humble place. I learn more when I share more. I learn more when I participate more, when I offer my perspective and get an opportunity to ask questions. And as my wife would tell you, I'm very inquisitive. But I want to understand your perspective and your background because it's going to change a narrative. It's like taking my glasses off and putting them on you. You're not going to see the world the same way. I get to see people in certain situations and understand that situation. Not in a sense of judgment, but just in a sense of relatability. Understanding it from that perspective, you're able to make a better connection and assist them along the way. Patience and compassion have guided a great latter portion of my life. It's got me to the place where people come to me, people depend on me, and I understand that for me, purpose is in responsibility. It's being present, it's being accountable, it's being able to have a discussion with someone in a way that doesn't demean them or belittle them, but it uplifts them, it builds them. It's worked so many wonders in this environment for those who, I've had the opportunity to come across. So that is the same thing that's going to be translated into my free life. It's just more on an independent and more personal basis. I have grandchildren, I have a wife, I have children. So it's just interacting with them and being able to see the fruits of the effort and the energy, because it hasn't been easy. It has not been easy unpacking some of that stuff, because you see some of the stuff that, was from 3 vacations ago that's been stuck in the suitcase for that long. You don't like that, but you understand it. And that makes you able to understand a lot of the other shortcomings of others. I'm at this point in my life where I can actually enjoy it. I don't let everything fly by. I recognize things, the smallest nuances in life. They actually mean something now. You know, I get emotional in some movies now. You know, that was unheard of at a point in time. It's just so welcomed. Sometimes I get a little distracted or a little overwhelmed, and I try to have to recharge and reset back. And a lot of these programs are that, you know, those moments. It's an opportunity to display who I am and why I'm this way, as well as make amends and peace with who I was and why I was.
Every hug, every word of encouragement, every act of kindness is a seed we plant in the hearts of those we care about. It's not about being perfect. It's about showing up, being present, and creating a space where love can grow.
Hell is where we're all reaching. This clash is all of our ideals. And